Earth's hottest town, too hot even for bacteria, no animals. No humans. No life at all. Imagine a place so hot, so toxic, and so alien, that no human, no animal, not even bacteria can survive. This isn't science fiction. This is Earth. Welcome to Dallol, Ethiopia, the hottest inhabited place on the planet, that no longer has inhabitants. This place is so deadly, even bacteria can't survive here. In the northernmost reaches of Ethiopia, deep in the Danakil Depression, one of the lowest points on Earth, more than 125 meters below sea level, lies Dallol, a ghost town surrounded by some of the most extreme conditions ever recorded. Dallol is part of the Afar Triangle, a geological wonder where three tectonic plates, the African, Arabian, and Somali, are tearing the Earth's crust apart. This rift is opening slowly each year, releasing magma, sulfur, and gases from deep beneath the planet. The result? An alien world of acid pools, salt chimneys, neon-colored lakes, and constant geothermal activity. A literal hell on Earth. But what makes Dallol truly horrifying is its heat. Record-breaking heat. Between 1960 and 1966, a mining outpost operated in Dallol. During this time, weather stations recorded something scientists still find shocking today. The highest average annual temperature ever measured on Earth, 34.4 degrees Celsius 94 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the average, day and night, all year long. At midday, temperatures soared beyond 46 degrees Celsius 115 degrees Fahrenheit regularly, with zero rainfall for months. Unlike other desert regions, Dallol doesn't cool down at night. With no vegetation and no elevation, the heat becomes trapped in a bowl of salt and rock. Even Death Valley in the US can't compete with the sustained heat Dallol generates. But heat is only one part of this lethal cocktail. Toxic beauty. Looking at pictures of Dallol is like staring at the surface of another planet. Pools of bright green acid, rivers stained blood red, and vast white salt plains stretch toward the horizon. These colors are not from minerals we associate with life, but from deadly chemicals. The green and yellow hues come from sulfur and iron oxide. The pools are mostly sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid, with pH levels as low as 0.2, the same as battery acid. The air. Heavy with chlorine and sulfur dioxide, enough to burn your lungs after a few minutes. Yet, for a time, people did live here. The Salt Rush. In the early 1900s, Italian and Ethiopian companies discovered vast salt deposits in Dallol. Salt, white gold, was a valuable commodity in a pre-refrigeration era. Miners built rudimentary shelters of salt bricks and carried loads by camel caravans across the desert. But they suffered immensely. Scorching heat. Acidic burns. Poisonous air. And frequent earthquakes that opened steaming cracks in the ground. One misstep could mean falling into a boiling pit of acid. Eventually, the mining operations ceased. The costs were too high. Nature had won. Today, the ruins of salt houses still stand, slowly melting under the sun. Can anything live here? Here's where the story takes a strange turn. In most extreme environments, even deep-sea hydrothermal vents or the dry Atacama Desert, some form of microbial life exists. Scientists call them extremophiles, organisms that thrive in conditions humans consider impossible. So, when researchers explored Dallol, they expected to find life. But they were wrong. In 2019, a team from Spain's Center for Astrobiology made a chilling discovery: not a single living microbe could be found in the acidic, salty, hot pools of Dallol. Why? Because while some organisms can handle heat, others can handle acid, and some can survive salt. But nothing on Earth can survive all three. Dallol isn't just extreme, it breaks the limits of life as we know it. Lessons from a dead zone. Why does this matter? Because Dallol isn't just a scientific curiosity, it may be a key to understanding life beyond Earth. Astrobiologists now study Dallol to understand what life cannot tolerate, especially as we explore Mars, Europa, and exoplanets. If Dallol can mimic alien conditions and life can't survive here, what does that say about our chances of finding life elsewhere? In a poetic twist, this blistering corner of Ethiopia has become a training ground for space agencies. It's a model for lifeless planets, a reminder that the universe might be harsher, and lonelier, than we imagined. A place time forgot. Few venture into Dallol now. Those who do, scientists, explorers, documentary crews, must travel in armored convoys. The region is politically unstable, and the Afar tribes fiercely protect their lands. Visitors wear gas masks, heat protective suits, and carry their own water and oxygen. Staying more than a few hours can be dangerous. Yet, standing there, surrounded by sulfur chimneys, boiling pits, and melting rocks, they witness Earth at its rawest. No birds. No insects. No breeze. Just heat, silence, and the whisper of a world untouched by life. We often imagine danger coming from the stars, from volcanoes or earthquakes, but sometimes, the most terrifying places are the ones Earth hides in plain sight. Dallol is more than just the hottest place on Earth, it's a glimpse into what happens when nature turns everything against life. And in its silence, Dallol asks us a haunting question. If life is so fragile, how long before another place on Earth becomes uninhabitable too? Hidden universe. Real mysteries. True science. Subscribe for more journeys into the most extreme, unexplained, and awe-inspiring corners of our planet.